it's not quite that nice. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. You ready? I got a go live button. It says go live and now it says in stream. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm Path. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. It's raining now, so connectivity's iffy at best. It just started like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, and I had already scheduled this stream of consciousness, so we'll just see. It's like anything else. If the message is supposed to get out, it will. If not, it won't, so. Mom's used to me talking to myself, huh? Walking through the house having cover, because I'll listen to YouTube videos and conversations that and other people's points of view on how they see things, and I engage with them. They just don't know it, just like so I know people sometimes engage with my talks, but I don't know it. But even though I know that they're always for other people, and they're timeless too, so you can go back and listen to my videos from 5 years ago, and they very well, I could say some key word or say something that relates to your life today. Mom and I have been watching. Yesterday was an all-day evening day. It was just like chill, And if I had my cooking kitchen, I would have like made freaking like chili or stew or something with local ingredients and stuff, but not yet. We're close. I can feel it in my bones. So, yeah, yesterday was an all-day evening day and very lazy and very chill. Today was chill. Ma, how was the park today, Ma? How? Excuse me. How was the park today? Yeah. You had a good time at the park today? Yeah. Was it fun? Seeing all our friends at the park? It's always, and see, that's the thing, is like, now we're so close to getting the place where we're going to have some roots, I feel like, right? Then people who just visualize it, like that first, when they pull it, I'll meet you at the park, right? Because usually at least a few times a week, barring not snowstorms and a lot of rain and stuff like that. But even if we're prepared, because Mom, you have that roof over your chair, so you have that top on your chair. So even if it rained some, snowed some, you don't care. We've been through worse, huh? Yeah. So then people can come visit and meet them at the park. You meet all kinds of folks at the park, all kinds of, because it's a key point. Right? It's a key point. So you have all different varieties of frequencies that go there. A lot of people from different backgrounds. Mom, I'm like Mom in that respect. We were having conversations about that today, as I look at people as like cosmic recipes, so to speak. And the ingredients are energies that are influenced by planetary celestial alignments, oftentimes how we navigate through our life with where they were our natal ones at the time of birth, right? My Mars is in Gemini, and right now Mars is in Gemini for like the next till March or something. Yeah, and that's like it's like an. Usually, I guess it's like a few week thing. So this isn't. I don't know. It's not like it never happens, but it doesn't happen as often as it does when it's just a few weeks, right? So this is a natal placement for me. So it's like I'm right at home in this placement. I'm like, oh, all right, now everybody I'll get a little taste of what it's like to feel like Mars and Gemini, right? Now, what are you going to do with your Mars and Gemini? That's the thing that life is about, is everybody can act any kind of way. What are you going to do with it? You know, are you going to use it to accentuate and add something positive into the world, or just be more negative? Because we got plenty of that all over the place. And some days I'm the negative Nancy. Some days I am. This is a journal. You know, it's been hard the last 5 years. I can attest to that. One thing that I have maintained is my faith in Creator. You know, even though sometimes it's been really scary, things always seem to work out just right, just in the nick of time sometimes, or the skid of our teeth, eh, Ma? The hair on our little chins, right, Ma? So, I feel, you know, and then have people come visit, and then I cook for you. Bring them over, and that little store, man, and if it don't work out with this place, more and more places are coming up, and like that store, at least I found that I would drive all the way out there sometimes, because the John Dunn Bridge is closed right now, but still, that little store out there, their freaking I got a cup of coffee the other day, and it like took me through a taste flashback of all these really good freaking cups of coffee that I've had just randomly. Because sometimes you get a cup of coffee and it tastes like another cup of coffee you've had before, right? Most of the time they just kind of, okay, it's a cup of coffee, it tastes the same. But every now and again, man, it's the way they land, it's the way I don't know, all things align, and it's just like bam. And I put just like a little half and half in it, just a little bit in it. And he brought the fresh pop out, and I was like, wow, man. I left, walked out the door, took a sip of it, and then came back, and I was like, and you make a good cup of coffee, right on, you know. So, yeah, and they have like a lot of really good like local ingredients, from what I can tell. In Kansas City or Minnesota or some shit, you know. Twice as much, and pay for gas for the truck and all that stuff related to the freaking $12 a pound or whatever they charge, you know. So I live in a place where it's a good place to buy local. There's, you know, but we were talking about how they do get a little stingy, you know. I mean, why is it that regardless of what size as a consumer that I am, it's like, you know, since when is it, you know, somebody said, because even at local farmers market, we've seen like $10-12 for a dozen eggs, right? That's like $1, you know. Well, you got to pay for feed, and then you got to pay for the truck. No, I don't got to pay for that, you know. How many of these businesses that have racked their prices so high, they've just jacked them up an obnoxious amount just because people have thrown out the word inflation, you know? They didn't have to freaking make costs higher. They're doing just fine. And how many of these businesses just, got all this bailout money for just staying closed? Just stay closed. Just be compliant for the last 2 years from all this frickin', just, you know, take the bailout money, the COVID money, and, you know, a lot of people closed up shop, so you can't even get a lot of products that you could get a little while ago. A lot of restaurants, you know, the world's changing so fast. I think about what an impact of a timeline a restaurant is. I love food. I love food. I love freaking spending time and energy, and it's a chemistry to me, and it's an agreement between me and the food that I'm putting together, and but I just remembered something else I was talking about earlier. You look like you're just in thoughtful contemplation, Ma. You just look like you just look so peaceful sitting there. You are? That explains that. Ruth, Mom and I were watching Northern Exposure, and I love the one-liners that Ruth says. What did she just say? What was it that she just said? It wasn't even the jungle one. It was a different one. I'm not going to remember it because this song... Huh? It will eventually one day, but right now this song is not going to... It's not going to let me because of the pitch. It's not in a... It's activating a part of my brain that isn't a recall. Does that make sense? That's what music does. It can put you in a lull. So, what did I call the talk today? Oh yeah, it's fall here. It's already fall. I mean, it is so pretty. You know, it's like living in a higher dimension sometimes being here. You know what, Ma? It's so peaceful, and then you see all the stuff that's happening out there in the world. You know, and there's a lot to it to just make life peaceful here and just, you know, be a service locally, and if people do that a little bit wherever they live, that might trickle out. And I gotta, you know, if Taos wanted to, man, we could be cutting edge on rural living and stuff like that. But here they're trying to freaking make it illegal and make it harder for just people to live. They don't gotta be like that. They can let that old patriarchy, that old nonsense go, you know. It's alright to not keep doing the same things the way you've always done it just because that's how it's always been done. It's alright to try new things. It's called innovation. You know, you guys sure as hell don't mind it when you buy your freaking $70,000-$80,000 trucks, right? Right? You got no problem buying the newest, latest, and greatest and getting yourself the newest technologies and stuff like that. But I got a lot of ideas in how, you know, everybody can benefit from being a part of the community, not just the people that are getting the budgets and then they buy their friends, you know, because everybody that it's in all the work centers, they're all cousins and stuff like that. Oh, cousin, I'll get you a truck. Yeah, it'll be on, you know. But we'll make it illegal for people to freaking catch their water in a place where, you know, it's abundant. That's what everyone is supposed to be doing, and these people are trying to criminalize it. Solar, you know? I mean, and that's the thing, is they want to make all these rules and regulations and this and that and everything. And it's like, you know what? You don't have the personnel to go out and do the inspections. Shut the hell up. Be glad that so many of us in the community are proficient. Like me, you know, like generators and stuff. That's what I did in the Air Force. I fixed them. There's a lot of freaking brilliant mechanics in the air around here. There's a lot of really knowledgeable people. And, you know, to stack the deck and make it just so only a few people can benefit, man, and that ain't right. And there's a lot of karma that comes with that kind of living. So anyway, what else? Yeah, fall is definitely coming. Ma got to put on her sweatpants that were a little bit thicker today, huh? Huh, Ma? Were you cozy dozy? Soon I'll be making hot cocoa and bringing that. But y'all in all, today was a pretty good day. I got to clean up some of the yard a little bit. It was you know, and there are some places, like, I'll tap into other parts of the world, other places that I've lived. And like yesterday, I think it was, Reading was 108. You know, we aren't having that kind of experience. Right now it's 73 here. Right now. You know, but I know what it feels like. I know what that 104 feels like. I know what that 110, 100. I remember, 117. I had the chicken pox. I think I got what I gotta. They're losing their summer coat, and it's making them itchy, scratchy. I need to go maybe take them to Sherry and let her get them a good bath, and do them all up. And then she puts like bandanas and stuff on them. Oh, no. Don't get in Vinny's ear. Go get Luna. Go get Luna. If you want. So things are definitely changing. Then I dip into the world and see, look at what some of the headlines are. And I'm just like, man, people are just not being very good to each other. And the storyline is we're going to see more and more examples of. We're just going to see okay. There's an artist that put like 32 objects or something like that on a table of all kinds, right? All different kinds. And then she let the public use whatever items on her to demonstrate art, right? And she saw the darkness in which people can be, right? That woman, she's into some real dark, evil, wicked stuff, And this is how it is people dabble in darkness. They play. A lot of these kids that wear these, upside down pentagrams and dabble in the darkness with the 666, I purposefully identify with Luciferian and all that. A lot of these kids, they don't understand what they're identifying with. How dark and nasty and dirty it goes. And if that's really where your allegiance is, the things that you're going to be asked and required to do to show your allegiance. Ew. You okay, Todd? Ew. It's ew. 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 If you're that so ambitious and are looking for the high ranking stuff, see, my personal belief is you don't get to take a life for divination. See, and I'm really tired of these Christians freaking demonizing freaking things that I'm in alignment with, because I'm in just as much in alignment as with the Creator God aspect as they are. I just am a broader perspective and believe in more metaphysical things. We all have something to contribute. Everybody does. And that's what when am I going to start seeing the people that are coming together? The people that are just like, we've hated each other before, but we're going to come together in peace. Where is that happening yet? Ooh, I feel like I got bit. I feel like they got me, Ma. They got me, Ma! That kid, man. I come across all kinds of people. Another place besides the park that have a high traffic area is the water house here, where people go get bags of ice, and then fill up their water jugs and whatnot. And I met this kid, Scotty there, and he had a truck that said media is the virus, and boy, man, his story evolved. I wonder when his birthday is, what his placements are, because we're just going to see people that just they're not keeping it in the balance. That's what I think a lot of folks recognize as manic behavior, as the clinics would say. Look, white coats, you're manic, when that extra high energy, that's placements in your chart. And people not knowing what to do with that energy ultimately is going to be a really crucial point in the next chapter. What you do with it. Are you going to use that energy positively to advance your life in a better way, or just play harder for a while until it burns out? And then I just always think about the ant and the grasshopper. Yeah, I'm one of those. It's like I gotta make myself have fun because I'll get too involved in the work. It's about balance, man. Everything is. That's what at least life is about. Our spirits learning how to, navigate. Not too much of one or the other. Huh, Tuck? Said, you tell him, Marge. Good boy, baby, Tuck. So, today's life is pretty good today. My ankle just started hurting. My feet have been hurting the last 2 days. I really need to get a pair of sensible shoes. I really do. I don't even care what they look like. I just comfortable shoes, man. People understand the importance of taking care of your feet and just taking care of your body, just taking care of yourself. It's your our bodies are our soul sacs, it's our receivers, our radio, it's how we, however fine-tuned and maintained we keep our bodies, the more we're gonna pick up on things that are better for us, Well, anyway, think we've talked for long enough, Tuck? You are so cute, Tuck Tuck. Yeah. It's nice here. I keep saying that. It's nice here. I like it because we've lived here over a year, and I think, every place you go, you make the best of it, and then you start seeing, it's like a relationship with a person. It's all, you look at all this stuff you like, right? But then the real personalities come out, and I don't know. It's really peaceful here, Hama. It's very serene. I got people that, if I called them, they'd come help me. If they had phone service. You know it? And they know that if they called me that I'd come and help them too. And that's the community that I've been looking for, That to me is what home feels like. And then making Sunday supper. Huh. See, Mom, I used to cook. I went through a cooking phase when I lived in Omaha and I had my kitchen. I'd make angel food cake. I'd bake stuff. I'd cook stuff. Because I grew up, I love food, man. I love how it brought people together. And even if they bickered and didn't get along, if you got a face full of food, you're going to get along right then to pass the butter or whatever, It puts people in a good mood. And when it's like local and healthy and stuff like that, Mom, it like your body just tingles. It just is in gratitude, right? And I always I used to have I'd have people over to play games and have game night and stuff like that, and everybody, their lives just get busy, it gets full of other stuff that they gotta do. But life, the cycles and the rotations are continuing, you know what? Everybody, there's just the sun is going, we're going around, stuff is speeding up, you know what I mean? Time goes by so fast. It used to be like days went by slow and then weeks went by fast. Nope, not anymore. Now it's days go by fast and weeks go by fast, and it's be in gratitude as often as you can, because time is just going away. It's just the use for it is leaving. There's a lot of people that have no use for a clock or a schedule, So anyway, you're so cute, Tucker. Do you want up there? Did you think he wants up there? No, he's fine where he's at. All these fans on though, my eyes are drying out. They all love sitting next to Grandma Retta. So, anyway, there are some young kids. There are some kids at the park. You know, they have it all blocked off because I don't know. This somebody's brilliant idea. Do this because I said. But it's cool to see. I love watching like elders engage and watch, you know, young people. I love it. I feel like that's what life is all about. A little bit more, huh? It's like I'm dipping my toe in real slow, cause I don't know. It feels pretty good here. Still, and we've been here almost 2 years. Isn't that crazy? December 10th, we rolled in to town here. About 5:30 in the evening, right when the snow started. And I had to run to freaking Walmart to buy air mattresses. Otherwise, we were just going to sleep on the floor because we had nothing. Because no furniture until like 4 days later or something. Yeah. Life is a trip, huh, Ma? But we seem to land on one stepping stone of faith, one lily pad to the next. Managed to maintain a level of comfort, right? We're survivors. Well, I'm ready to start this next chapter. There's a lot of new chapters starting right now. Well, there's a lot of like lessons learned because, man, there's going to be a lot of people overshooting the mark, man. Learning about emotional control, if they have it or if they don't, me included. And new chapter, a lot of people breaking up right now. A lot of turnover. It's one of the, we're coming up on the holidays. That's when what Grandpa died. $11.12 or something like that, or I don't know. I don't remember. 1996, and then Grandma left the 23rd of December, 12/23, 2004. So it's around the holidays. The veil gets thin, you know. A lot of high turnover in a lot of respects. So, just like any other time of the year, though, is that as we travel around the sun, love things while you got them. Love things while they're around. Don't you know, you think of. I'll say, hey, what's up? I was thinking about you. We're coming into like retrograde, you know, and like people from the past coming back, and I just keep thinking to myself, there's plenty of people that are from my past that you do not have to worry. You do rest assured. I assure you, don't worry. I will not be coming back. You don't have to worry about Marjo in your instant messages or, you know, or on your phone as a missed call or whatever, you know. I get it. Where people want me. A lot of people